What's up? Welcome back to the Brunch Breakdown. Hi, Dan.
Hey, Chris.
This is this the second one in a row? It's been, or 2 out of 3? It's been just you and me?
2 out of 3, I think, yeah.
2 out of 3, you and me. What a time to be alive.
There it is.
I couldn't think of another rhyme.
Great old 3WS.
I should have thought it. That's normally my go-to.
Right, that's a go-to.
Yeah, Dee Dee's not here. He sent us a video. We'll try not to forget it. But otherwise, we got a great episode on tap for today. Yeah. I think we're going to be talking about Chuck E. Cheese, which is a natural topic for two nearly 40-year-old men to talk about.
Yeah.
We are going to be talking about summer desserts. Is that a good way to phrase it?
I think this is like a little bit of a nostalgia brunch. Yeah, where we're looking thinking like Chuck E. Cheese, ice cream trucks in the summer. Just, yeah, I think that's the lane that we're fitting in today.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm about to spend the rest of the day outside today, so I'm hoping I see an ice cream truck.
Stay cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay good, brother.
But, and then we got music. We got stuff to get off our chest. Lots of good things to dive into. So let's not delay. It might be a slightly shorter episode than usual, but we are still going to pack as much brunch fun into this as we can. Dan, tell the people where they can find this podcast that they're already listening to.
Everywhere podcasts are available. It really is. It's that simple. You can find the Brunch Breakdown. A new episode comes out every Wednesday. Hit follow, hit subscribe, hit whatever word they like to call it. Hit that button on the homepage there of the Brunch Breakdown podcast. That episode's going to be right there for you. Ready to go. Download it to your device whenever you're ready to listen. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for your listening pleasure. It's that simple. Video pods also come out so you can see our beautiful faces line by line with the audio right there. Those are available on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, and right in the Spotify app, premiering at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, also on Wednesdays, but on demand anytime you'd like to watch us after that. We are everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown, and don't forget the sounds of brunch, the glorious, glorious sounds of brunch. We are getting you through summer with just the best that music has to offer, according to our opinion. And that's really all that matters. So check out the Sounds of Brunch. Gets updated exclusively on Spotify each and every Friday. Enjoy.
Dan, for a second there, you said Spotify Facebook, and I didn't know if there was a merger of some sort.
I didn't want to leak anything too early. There's some, could have been some serious trouble there. That there may be something in the works. We'll see.
I'm paying more attention to what you say these days because a client of mine, shout out to Dan. Hey, his name's Dan, too.
He sounds like a wonderful human.
Yeah. He had a lot of questions about your accent. And I was like, I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain why people around here talk the way that they do. But now I'm really interested. I'm like, what does Dan say that's weird?
Now you're going to pay
Facebook is definitely one of them.
Facebook, just look at, see, it gets poured in every once in a while. We turn the dial up to 10.
Yeah,
that's all we really do.
It's like when you talk with your buddies, you talk a little different than when you're sitting down for an interview.
You do. We just so happen to record it, and everybody can listen to it backwards, and then not back. We can listen to it back or backwards. Honestly, that's available too. The backwards episodes come out on Thursday. So they can it's like listening to a recorded conversations amongst friends, and then everybody else can listen and then critique it.
Well, that was really the goal of the critiquing part was not the goal of this podcast.
No, right.
But I think we had so many conversations together that at some point we were like, we're interesting people, and we should record this and publish it.
Yeah,
and so here we are. However, 100 episodes.
All these years later, we're still doing this. And you could still critique us along the way. We enjoy it. We welcome it.
With that said, Dan, let's dive into your brain today.
Yeah.
Get it off your chest.
Wonderful segue. Chris, I'm going to keep it very simple this week.
Okay.
Very simple. Something that apparently, frankly, surprisingly, it needs addressed. I just have to get it off my chest. I can't believe this is something I actually have to talk about. It just makes no sense to me, but we're stripping this down. We're stripping this down this week.
Taco about it.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are typing out anything referencing money in terms of dollars, $5, $100, $1,248. The dollar sign goes first. It goes first. You don't type it out like you're speaking it, number, dollar sign. Five, then dollar sign. $100 sign. $1,248 sign. Like, did y'all go to school? You read it the same way. You read it the same way. You don't go dollars 500. Like, are you brain dead? And like, Chris, this isn't just like a one-time thing I saw over the past week and it just set me off. I'm seeing this way too often. Way too often. I don't know if you've come across it at all. It's just like, I don't understand it. Now, when we're looking at cents, people get this one wrong too, for some reason. When we're looking at cents, just cents, right? Anything under a dollar, 99 cents down to 1 cent. The cent sign goes after, right? So it's 99 cent sign.
Right.
Okay. Listen, I don't make the rules. It's just the way it is. And it's really not hard to follow them since you learned it in first freaking grade. And that's really all I just need to share today. I can't believe how often I'm seeing this come up, and it makes me so mad for no reason. But people, dollar sign first. You read it the same way. I see it even that like you drive by a Burger King and it's like Whopper meal $6.99 sign. What are you guys doing? No one there says, hey, that's the wrong way. When you're typing it out in a sentence, it's the same thing. It's just, it's mind-blowing. In 2025 that we're talking about this. And here we are.
Dan's been talking about it for decades.
I have, yes.
Still no one has caught on. No, dude, for whatever reason, when you were like, when you write a dollar amount, I was like, he's going to say, don't put the dollar sign after the money.
Really?
I knew it immediately because I must have known that because I must have like seen it. I feel like the other day I wrote 10% off and I did 10 and then the percent sign. And I was like, that's not how you write that. The percent sign goes first. And like looking at it, it was so clear, like, yeah, I screwed that up. I don't know why people can't figure it out with the dollar sign other than maybe just like nobody writes for themselves anymore because they chat GPT it and then they Grammarly it and then or there's like, I've heard there's like this voice note AI thing now where like you just talk to your phone and whatever I like thought you have, it puts it into a sentence so that you can just copy and paste. I think writing is on the way out and maybe this dollar sign debacle is our first signal that like people just aren't writing. They aren't learning it.
I hate that. And I think you're so right, though.
Yeah, I think that's my guess.
It's simple. I mean, it's basic level. This is so basic level stuff. But the future is looking like a nightmare. It really is.
The future is a nightmare. That sounds like
the future is a nightmare. Hey, TM. It's ours.
Yeah,
but let's just get the basic level stuff back to normal people. It's like all of North America does it. That don't give me your don't give me that. I don't want to hear. Do they
do like pounds or euros
I think maybe I don't even know, but I don't want to hear somewhere else in the world does it differently, and like that's why. It's like get out of here. Okay, dollar's been around a lot longer than you. Pay some respect. All right. Pay some respect. That's all I got to say.
Oh, God. Here goes Dan. Okay. Well, I'm with you on that, Dan. The thing I want to get off my chest today, it happened like an hour ago. Well, it didn't only happen an hour ago. This is something that repeatedly happens all the time. And it terrifies me. And so I finally want to talk about it. My wife has never found a social media ad that she will not interact with.
Oh, no.
It is unbelievable. Every time I look, if I'm like walking by and she's on her phone, I look and she's swiping. And I'm like, what do you do? And it's always something. It's like outfits or like bags or like shoes or like other stuff. And to her credit, she doesn't buy a lot of it. But like,
okay,
I can't understand the psychology of like willingly interacting with ads when we know if you interact with the ad, it is just going to keep popping up on your timeline. I would
Mhm.
prefer my feed to be full of just the content that I want to be there, right?
Yes.
And so if there's an ad and I'm like, I don't want that, or even if it is like I want that, but I know if I interact with it, it's just going to keep popping up until I actually do buy it. That's a problem, right?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I
Wow.
don't. I mean, it's just this woman has never found an ad. She is not. She's never found her. I think she's on social media because of the ads. I don't think she actually wants to see what her friends are doing.
She's
I,
the opposite.
I don't think she cares what anybody's doing. I think she cares what companies have products to sell. Is like, and again, to her credit, I'm not saying she's buying all. She's not a shopaholic. The only thing that
Yeah.
comes through our door is like toys for the kids, right? So it's not like she's buying stuff for herself. And so that even makes it weirder. So like you're not buying
It
anything,
does. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand it. I don't understand but I think like a lot of people probably do that, right? Because the ads are so popular.
I'm very curious to know that because hearing that about Katie it's frankly a bit surprising. She's a marketer's dream. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Or a nightmare because
yeah.
you're gonna get a click, but you're not gonna get a conversion.
Yeah, no conversion there. Come on. This user all the
Yeah.
time. Um, I'd like to hear that from the people. Are you fine and willingly scrolling through ads with no problem? Or are you like Chris and I, who you avoid it like the plague, knowing it's going to attack you like the plague
Yeah.
and never leave you alone? Like it's just gotten so bad, even just with the algorithms. And I'm paying way too much attention to how long I'm viewing something
Mm,
when I'm scrolling through because I know it's clocking that too.
yeah.
And so there'll be something that I don't have interest in. And then like if somebody's talking to me, I mean, it could be my wife. If she's talking to me and I'm scrolling through something, I either have to close the app out or I have to find something I'm comfortable sitting on whilst we have a conversation or I answer her question to know because I feel like open it back up and I'm like, son of a bitch, we don't need kitchen knives. Now I'm going to see that for 90 days
Yep.
because I just so happened to stop because I had to answer your question.
Yep.
That's the level of detail that I pay attention to it.
Dude, I think about that too. I think about like if I'm doing something and then like maybe I have to like wash a dish and I have like reels up and then I
Mm-hmm.
put the phone down, if it is on a reel that I would have scrolled by,
Yeah.
but that reel like replays 3 times while I
Yeah.
wash my dish or hands or something like that, then yeah, the algorithm's gonna think that's what Chris wants to see. And it's like, no, I don't need to see like I don't know, epic fails on my it just doesn't interest me. I don't need it. I think
Yeah.
about that all the time. Yeah, so we're very similar. I think about that all the time. The feed is very carefully curated over here
Yeah.
in my device. And we've talked about this on the podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're constantly mad or constantly frustrated about what you see on social media, it's your fault.
Yeah. Right.
It is your fault. You
Yeah.
signed up for it because you're the one constantly doom scrolling like political shit. If you just would swipe past
Mm-hmm.
those, it wouldn't show. Yeah. So
Yeah. It's that simple.
the end of the day, man, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I would, yeah.
Wow.
If you're listening and you want to provide us with some feedback,
Yeah.
do you do you how often do you interact with ads?
Yes, that's a good question. Comment right. You can comment right in the episode. If you're in the Spotify app, I think you could do it on the Apple Pod app. That's like the two popular listening platforms for us. Um, comment right in the episode. We'll see it. Or at Brunch Breakdown everywhere on social media. Do you interact with ads on social media? And do you buy anything? Do
Right.
you buy anything? Have you ever bought anything off of an ad on social media?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you have. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. As a marketer, thank you. And here's
Like,
what I'll also do. If I see something that I like or I'm interested in and buying, I'll bust out of the app and then I'll just Google search it. And then I won't click on the sponsored ad the sponsored listing when it comes out first. We know all the ins and outs and the tricks. I think that's why maybe we're a little bit particular.
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
It's
than
true.
some other people.
It's true. That's true. All right, should we get to DD and hear whatever he has to say?
Yes, I haven't watched this, listened to us. He says he has a question in here for us, so I'm very curious where he is, what he's doing, what he has to say to us this week.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it either, so we're gonna be blind reacting here. All right, DD, what's going on?
What's up, boys? Didi out here in a theme park on the East Coast that is themed around Christmas. Literally, it's Christmas all year round. You can take pictures with Santa here all year round, and the water park is all Christmas trees and all these other things that shoot water at you. All the rides are Christmas themed. There's sleighs you can ride. There's Christmas music playing non-stop. Like, it's something. So I want to know from you guys, what other holidays do you think need amusement parks? And what would the signature ride be? I know I'm really throwing you off on this, but, you know, I really want your answers for this. But anyways, I can't wait to talk to you guys next week and finally get on a regular schedule. But my beer is the Maine Lunch IPA, M-A-I-N-E, Lunch IPA from the Maine Beer Company. I love it so much anytime I'm in Cape Cod. And my music this week is just everything Clips. So there's going to be a lot of Clips because their new album just came out and it gives me all of the nostalgia. So literally windows up, hood up, got just the AC blasting because I want it to be cold even though it's not, and it's just grimy and it's just amazing music by rappers in their late 40s, absolutely killing it. And I don't want to say top of their game, but close. So shouts to Clips. It's gonna be old Clips, new Clips, all Clips. That's what it's gonna be. Shouts to Pusha T and Malice, and shouts to Dan and Chris, the Brunch Breakdown, and me. I'm a part of the Brunch Breakdown too. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next week. Have a great show. Peace.
Oh, we don't need him twice. Yeah,
We don't need him twice. Wow.
I think Clips did a Tiny Desk like last week or something.
Oh,
I think I saw.
wow.
Haven't watched it yet.
Lot to take out of that video.
Yeah, he asked that question like, what other ones need a amusement park? And I totally thought he was going in the direction of like, you don't need an amusement park for this. Like, I thought he was going to say
Like he's against that idea completely.
Yeah, if you're not watching the video, like he looked like he did not look like he was having a good time. So I did not expect him to go that direction.
I'll say this first, because first of all, maybe we should have watched this video before.
Yes.
I usually like it to be sporadic so you can think on our feet, but like maybe I needed a couple of minutes to think about this topic. I'll give him credit for this though. Usually when one of us is out, there may be a little nudge, a little reminder, hey, we're recording tomorrow, send a little video. You're gonna miss the show. So I did that to Didi, and this video was sent through not that much longer. I feel like in a situation where one of us knows we're gonna be absent, we have to like find a time, place, setting. Okay, when can I knock out a quick 5-minute video or whatever? It feels like Didi was just at this amusement park where he's like, oh shit, gotta record a video for the Brunch Breakdown. Let me find a bench. I got a topic. We're here. Let's just do it. So I give him credit for just finding a time and place wherever he was.
I didn't think he was going to say he was at an amusement park either, because he's sitting in front of like a tree and then it looks like there's a forest behind him.
Yeah. Right.
Like yesterday I was like, are you in nature? Like, okay. So clearly me and Dan are buying time to figure out what we want to say.
Yes. Here's another moment for you. Or no, I'll talk about his beer once we get into beer. I'll talk about his beer then. I want to mention that.
What
are you thinking?
A logical one that comes to mind is 4th of July, just because there's so many like amusement park things that happen at 4th of July. Like when you go to the amusement park, you kind of want cookout-ish type of food and treats, right?
Oh,
and then pie eating contests and shit, like the hot dog eating contests. Like I don't know, there's normally like you go and like have sprinklers or water balloons. So like water rides makes a lot of sense. And then even, I know when we went to Disney, like the fireworks at night was a big thing. So this park could do fireworks at night every night. Like that's a clear and easy one. The other one that came to mind, and I was immediately like, nobody needs that, I was like thinking about what are my favorite holidays. And I always used to be a huge fan of St. Patrick's Day. I was like, but I don't think you need drunk people riding roller coasters, puking on each other. So I think that's a clear no. Let's not do that.
Yeah, no, that one could be dangerous. Fourth of July also came to mind first for me, and I was even thinking like the bomb pop or whatever they call that ice cream. Could somehow be that's called it a couple different things, but that could somehow be the rocket, some rocket. It calls something. That could be like the roller coaster, the
Yeah.
signature ride, if you will, something like that. Fireworks. Just every time you go on it, it's like Katy Perry's firework plays, and you're like, I hate this ride. Why do we go on it? Yeah. So Fourth of July, primo one. Another one that came to mind for me was Halloween, and
Mm.
there's a lot of amusement parks that kind of do, even the one near us here in Western Pennsylvania does like that, like Halloween weekends or whatever. Everybody does it. Sometimes they have like family friendly ones where there's like lights and stuff. And then they have like what used to be called Phantom Fright Nights in our neck of the woods.
Oh,
Because we
yeah.
had to steal Phantom.
Yeah.
It gets a little spooky. It's a little spooky. Not really meant for kids. So I could see, because Halloween is so much like haunted house. It seems like every major amusement park has some sort of like haunted type of attraction, right? The Disney worlds, they all have it. I
Yeah.
feel like you could really, really get creative with that. I feel like you could develop a whole theme park after that. All the fall festive, everything's got pumpkin. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
there's
this is
that's
just
the real. Okay.
pumpkin funnel
Really,
cakes.
really
You know what I
buried the
mean?
lead there, Dan.
The Jack O' Lantern could be. I mean, there's just so many things you could do there. Some spooky, some not so spooky. You know what I mean? Like Casper is a friendly ghost. Yeah, maybe the Kitty Land is Casper's Kitty Land. You know what I mean? Like that's possible. Family friendly, all
I like it.
ages.
I like it.
So yeah, I think people love Halloween, and I could see an amusement park based on that. I'm curious about I mean, obviously, I would have chosen Christmas. Big Christmas fan over here. Um, But so I'm curious. I'm curious about this. I feel like I've heard about this amusement park, and I think maybe I need to make the trip and go. Sounds like it's for me.
Yeah, I think it's made for kids, Dan, but I think you would like it.
That's possible. There's only one way to find out. Go and find out.
Like, could there be a Mother's Day or a
That's
Father's
what I was
Day?
just gonna say the same thing. What's the Mother's Day amusement park look like?
I think it would be like where
Brunch.
they take your kids for you and then you get to go have a drink at the bar or something while
Oh, there you go.
the kids
Okay.
ride rides.
Now you're thinking.
Uh
Now you're
yeah.
thinking.
I don't know that there's a lot of other holidays that are appropriate. Like
Tough.
New Year's, no. St. Patrick's Day, no.
What
Uh
if there could be just like a holiday amusement park where it covers them all?
so
Right?
that
Because
could
you
work.
said New
Yeah.
Year's, there could be some sort of like the ball drop. There's like a countdown, right? And then you're the ball drop, but it stays there, and then it just like drops quick,
I like that.
right?
I like that.
You know what I
You
mean? We can kind of hit on every holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That has a lot of potential for sure.
I think that's the one right there. Like it's almost like you think of like Epcot at Disney, where it's like by country, but this is like by holiday. So even
Yeah.
like the food near those rides or ride is kind of based on that holiday, that time of year. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
think we got something cooking here now.
TM.
Holiday
TM.
World, yeah. TM, TM, TM. Yeah,
Yeah, see, we got there.
yeah.
We
That's
got
all it
there
took. Yeah.
eventually.
Thanks, Didi.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Didi.
making us think a little bit there.
Hope that you're still having the time of your life with no
Yeah.
expression on your face. All right. Well, you mentioned beer, Dan. What do you want to get into about beer?
So
Beer here.
beer. He discussed Maine Lunch. It is a phenomenal beer. You're typically only finding it in a lovely bottle, or if you can get it on draft, it's rare. It is available mostly everywhere though. So Maine Brewing Company, but it is available mostly everywhere. So if you could find Maine Lunch, it may be a little more expensive than a typical craft beer, worth it. Worth it. Pick yourself up a Maine Lunch. Chris, you got anything this week?
I
Anything?
had a NA.
Okay.
I just dipped into the BrewDog NAs. I had
Oh,
the grapefruit one, the Elvis AF, which was really good.
yeah.
After the 4th of July week, I've been looking forward to some detoxification
Mm,
from
mm,
alcohol. So yeah,
mm,
taking it easy over the past
mm.
week, but I
There
did
you
have
go.
that.
Brewdog. Can't go wrong. Can't
Yeah.
go wrong. I had. from one of Pittsburgh's finest breweries, Grist House.
Grist Haas.
The Grist Haas, thank you. The Ninja Schnitzel.
That's actually very hard to say, Dan.
It is a little difficult to say.
Ninja
That's why I had to like
Schnitzel.
look down and read it because I knew I wasn't going to remember to say Ninja Schnitzel. The dollar sign comes before the number. And what this is, it's a Schwarzbier and a little bit of chocolate brewed in there, malty, a little bit roasty. It's dark beer, but it's very, very like kind of light and drinkable. Think of it like like a dark ale or even like a very, very light porter where I don't want to use the word watery, but it's not like a stot where it's got some unctuousness to it. Doesn't have that. Doesn't have that. So it's an easy read. It's an easy drinker. The Ninja Schnitzel Schwarzbier from a lot of German beers on this side of the table recently for me. And it's delightful. Delightful. Easy to drink during the summer.
I was gonna say, man, schnitzels, pretzels, sausages. You've been all over Bavaria over there.
I really have. 'Tis the season, I suppose,
I guess. All right, good stuff. Well, cheers, my friend.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Let's hit on a few topics here, kind of rapid fire. So, do you want to? I got it up. So let's just go into this one. We have Charles E. Cheese trying to not lure the children anymore. He's trying to lure you, the adult. From what actually my brothers-in-law sent me this link. It says Chuck E. Cheese isn't just for the kids anymore. The arcade chain is opening a spin-off aimed at adults called Chuck's Arcade, which the company describes as a modern-day love letter to the games and people who made Chuck E. Cheese great. Similar to the kiddie version, Chuck's Arcade has a mix of nostalgia arcade games like Donkey Kong and Mortal Kombat, so nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And newer titles such as Halo and Connect Four Hoops. Plus, each arcade is overseen by one of the chain's iconic animatronic characters, including Chuck E. Cheese himself or other characters from his Munch's Make Believe Band. I don't think I'm familiar with that. It says there are 10 open so far at malls across the United States: St. Petersburg, Tulsa, Oklahoma, El Paso, Texas, St. Louis, and a bunch more. Yeah, Dan, Chuck E. Cheese for you and me. You going?
I think so. It sounds a lot like Dave and Buster's, to be honest. And I think that's what they're trying to go up against, knowing that I guess Dave and Buster's is struggling. But like Charles Entertainment, where have you been, brother? Like, we've been waiting for this. This is our generation. Our generation grew up going to Chuck E. Cheese all the time. Certainly kids still do. I'm not denying that. But like, now we're the ones taking our kids there. A little playtime for me. And this was a no-brainer. Now, we've discussed Chuck E. Cheese on this podcast a number of times. They were going bankrupt a couple years ago. Pasquale's Pizzeria, we recall, during the pandemic, where they were, via Uber Eats and such, selling their pizza as Pasquale's Pizzeria. Clever girl. But my problem with it, Chris, it's marketed to adults, but it's not adults only. That I don't like, because that is why I don't like Dave and Buster's, is because there are still children running around there and germs and unwashed hands and stickiness. So that's what I was like, oh, this would be cool if this was adults only, but it's not. They do have beer and wine. And what's interesting is that they actually are putting these in shopping malls, shopping plazas, kind of like you said, in like arcade spaces that this company already owned. And so most of them don't have food. And like one of them, the one in like Kansas City, has like the pizzeria. Huge mistake. Build out, do something, find other space. There has to be food there. for adults or kids.
Yeah.
There needs to be food there, even if it is just pizza. Now, as an adult, I'd like a little bit more well-rounded menu. You know what I mean? Other than just pizza. But the beer and wine, it just feels like we're missing this a little bit. Does this intrigue you as an adult or as a parent, knowing like at Chuck E. Cheese, you really don't go and play the games, but knowing that there are, nostalgic greats for you and your kids can be there. Does either version of that interest you?
When I take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese, I end up playing the games with them. So it's not like I'm not playing the games.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So like you said, like this is just another opportunity to do that. I don't like that it's in malls. Like that's just,
yeah.
Like at least Dave and Buster's is like a standalone thing. And like,
True.
It feels like I don't know. This though feels to me like if it feels like if like a popular women's hair salon decided to open up their version of Supercuts for men. Like
Wow.
like Chuck E. Cheese very much has a lane with kids and families.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to like attack the complete opposite lane of just parents.
Mm-hmm.
If a women's hair salon, like if La Pomponnaie was like La Pomponnaie for bros, like, are you going there? Are you going there? Probably not, right? I don't know. This just feels like, the longer I've been a business owner, the more I like hear stories about businesses who thought like having the extra thing was going to be the financial boom, and it actually turns out to be the thing that waters down the entire product. You don't have enough time, energy, or focus to make either one great, and then they both fall apart. And like that's what this feels like to me. You got a lane. Has Chuck E. Cheese as the brand, have they done everything possible to maximize the experience for kids and adults in their current locations? I'm not asking you to give me an answer, but I'm just saying, like, do we think that there's maybe more they could do?
Yeah, they're like, we've done all we can do with the OGs. Right. What else?
I think they probably could improve on what they currently have, because I've been to a lot of them. Okay, there's definitely some improvements that could be made. I think this is a mistake. I think it's a massive mistake from a business perspective. I don't like it as a parent. I'm never in Chuck E. Cheese with my kids and thinking like, I just wish this could be for me. Like it's never crossed my mind. You go certain places for certain experiences. And for Chuck E. Cheese, I'm like, it's a family thing. So that's why I'm like, this doesn't need to also be an adult thing.
Right. I think it's a great point, because they're like, how can we take down Dave and Buster's? Let's just open the same thing and make it not as good. Let's do that. I think we can do it that way. Like, what? That's what have you maxed out what you can do at the OG Charles H. Entertainment Cheeses? I don't think you have. And like, this isn't like, I'm intrigued. The fact that they have like the old school games, I think is cool. But like, and it's like old school prizes is what they say too. They have like old school prizes, like when we were kids, like that type of thing. Maybe a little bit less kiddie, but still prizes. Like, no, go all in on the adult lane. Then adults only. You have food there, a well-balanced menu where not everything is pizza or freaking fried. Okay. Let's have a well-balanced menu. We got clean machines. Love that. I want a micro band handle on every machine. It's just constantly fighting. And instead of like the lame prizes, like I want adult focused, realistic prizes, like a grilling utensil set for grilling. You know what I mean? Like that. I want to go for that. Kitchen knives, like a nice set of kitchen knives. That's like top of the line, right? Tupperware. Can only use more of it.
Jesus.
Pyrex. You know what I'm saying? A car vacuum.
This is the most boring Chuck E. Cheese. Or Chuck's Arcade.
Chuck's Arcade.
I don't know,
just
man.
get a little bit more like daily realistic things is something that I, might use.
But I've also been to arcade bars, and I know you have
Mm,
before.
yeah.
They've never been a place where I'm like, I'm gonna come back to this all the time.
Right.
It's like a cool thing to do when you're visiting a city, but you're never
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think like. I don't know. Maybe I mean, I'm obviously. I'm not the nightlife connoisseur that I once was, but like I don't know. I feel like the places that people gravitate to and keep going back to are not like those unique niche type of experiences. Those are the things you do once or twice a year.
Well, that's a good point. I think that's how like they should be able to bring all those things together that people like to do and go out. I think the arcade ones like certainly kind of have limited interest in terms of how often you'd want to go back, but like that's why you need bigger spaces for these things. Like put in a bunch of golf simulators,
Mm.
right? Put in the duck pin bowling, which is skyrocketed in popularity. Put in the indoor mini golf, right? All those like individual places and things that you can go do and like put it all in one.
Yeah.
Put it all in one, but also have ball pits. You know what I mean? We still want to do that. We still want to do that.
Sanitary ball pits.
Sanitary ball pits, sponsored by Microban. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you attack. That you have to attack not only Dave and Buster's, but you got to attack these other places, these other adult arcade focused things. We've got a ton of them here, and they're bumping. They're bumping. But if you just have it all under one roof, and then prizes, I'm intrigued. I'm going back. I'm going to membership.
Yeah, this could be improved. This idea could be improved for sure.
Certainly. But best of luck to Charles.
Nice try, Charles. Good luck.
Always rooting for them. Always rooting for them.
All right, let's dive into the next topic here, Dan, which is speaking of nostalgia.
Let's do it.
What are you getting from this ice cream truck, man? Now, can we put some of our own parameters on this? Because like, this isn't like, hey, you got a certain amount of dollars, but like, we're only getting one, right? You're only getting one.
Yeah, I guess we're only doing one. I know we usually do the pick two.
Yeah, I think you're only due. If I have two of these, it's gonna be a rough day.
Maybe it's a pick one, and then we can pick a backup in case they're out. Because that's unfortunately what my life is as an adult. Is I always have a backup in case they're out of something. We were literally out last night, and my wife's like, "What are you getting?" I'm like, "I'm getting this. If they're out of it, I'm getting this."
Were you at a restaurant?
Yeah.
Do you go to restaurants where they run out of food?
Sometimes, and sometimes they run out of like an ingredient, right? Whether it's a cocktail or food. I'm always prepared to have a backup because they're like, "Ooh, we're unfortunately out of arugula, so we're not offering that right now." It's like, well, damn, come back. I need a couple minutes. I always have a backup. So let's treat it as such. Here's what you want. And then typical ice cream truck fashion. Ooh, we just sold the last one to Sally over there. What would you like instead? So let's keep the line moving. So let's do it that way.
All right. Well, then, Dan, let's start with your backup. What's your backup?
Well, let's run through these real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
In case anybody's not watching. I'm going to combine the first two into one. And this is not quite nostalgia for us, but the SpongeBob bar and the Powerpuff Girls bar, I feel like that's a little too modern day for us. It's a character bar.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. I don't remember these when I was a kid, and it kind of creeps me out to eat anything with a face, so I'm not picking these. But
Tweety Bird from the Flintstones. I feel like those were ones.
I remember a Sonic the Hedgehog. I remember that.
Things like that, where it's like colored ice cream, right? Not the Mickey Mouse. Because I feel like the Mickey Mouse was a dipped cone. But maybe there was a Mickey Mouse face.
Yeah.
Other Disney characters. Face with big eyes. So those bars.
Yeah.
Okay. The classic Choco Taco, the strawberry shortcake, otherwise known as the strawberry eclair, snow cone, the firecracker, otherwise known as the bomb pop, the screwball, we're going to come back to that, the chip witch, the king cone, the classic ice cream sando, just on those soft choco patties, the push-up, the drumstick, the creamsicle bar, the chocolate eclair, or the old classic fudge pop. So that's what we're running to see at the menu. at the ice cream truck. Chris, you asked for my backup. Well, first of all, I want to. What do you have? Any? I have never. Screwball is something else in modern day society as an adult.
All right.
What is this? Do you remember the screwball? It looks like a cone.
It looks like an
Red-
empty cone.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
people are probably yelling at us. It looks it's a red cone. Oh, I remember these. It's
I'm Googling it right now.
ice cream. It's like an ice cream.
Oh, it had
Inside a cone and
it
it had
had a
the-
cap on it.
Yeah, and then it had the what they
gumball
call the
at the
screwball, the
bottom?
gumbo at the bottom. Okay.
I remember. I don't think I really ever got those, but
No, but I
Now
do.
I'm understanding it.
Now I request them. Request them. I'm reading and seeing it. Request. You can
now
request.
I request.
Now I request them. I request 2 screwballs, please. Goodness gracious. So my backup, boy, I don't usually like to go first. Backup is the Chip Witch.
All right.
Backup is the Chip Witch. I'm a big fan of the Chip Witch. 2 chocolate chip cookies, ice cream in between, covered with chocolate chips along the outside. If they're out of my main, go-to is the Chip Witch.
That is a sister of the program, Jeannie. That would always be her number one.
Oh,
Chip
all
Witch.
right. Love it. Love it.
My backup, it's gonna be kind of like a conditional backup. So if they have the drumstick that has either the caramel or the chocolate on the inside of it,
Mm,
I'm going with that. If not,
Okay.
then I'm king coning it.
that's fair. They're similar in nature,
Yeah.
right? That's similar category there as
Yes.
backups.
Those are my backups. So then what are you praying that they still have, Dan?
I'll tell you what. I'm a big fan of the push pop. The Flintstones, I think, had the push pop, right? And what's great about the push pop, it pushes up. And
Isn't that great, Dan?
Isn't that
What-
great?
What technology?
but like somehow that thin paper around the edge kept it just a little bit insulated enough so it wasn't constantly melting.
Hmm.
But I did not go with the push pop. That would probably be third place to the Chip Witch. My
Dan, Dan,
really analyzing this.
What's your number one? Well, let me
But
tell you about
let me
my
tell you what number 3 would be. My number 1 would be the strawberry shortcake.
Whoa.
With the
okay.
strawberry, the crunchies on the outside, the strawberry vanilla ice cream inside, the strawberry graham cracker, whatever they are, crunchies on the outside. Phenomenal. That's what I always went. That was the go-to. Which is why I needed a backup because they ran out of them.
Yeah, you know what? That surprised me for about a second and a half until I realized that like all of those ingredients are in the beers that you like. So that's not surprising at all.
That's true. A little marshmallow. What else we got?
Yeah.
Yeah. It also, again, was that insulated layer to help it not melt as quickly.
You're a big
With the
insulation
crunchies.
guy.
A little bit of insulation in there. I like that.
Big on insulation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm kind of in a similar family, Dan, of number ones because I'm going chocolate eclair.
Oh, nice.
Like
Yeah.
the crunchies, right?
Yes.
Which is, I guess, why I like the drumstick and the king cone too, because you get a little bit of that. But yeah, just too good.
Too good. Yeah. In that family, that's a phenomenal family.
Yeah, man.
You
I
know, you
wish I
can
could
never
be
go
in that
wrong with
family.
either. Honestly, those are the go-tos. And again, comment in the episode, let us know, or on social media at Brunch Breakdown. What are you ordering from the ice cream truck? And like, listen, we're sticking to this list. Okay?
Yeah, this
We're
is what
sticking
the
to the
truck
list.
has.
This is what the truck has. We know the ice cream trucks had more to offer. There's menus with 30 of these on here. We didn't do that. We did the one with 15. Okay?
Yeah.
You do the same. The
Dan,
dollar sign goes before the number.
yeah, Dan clearly loves feedback. All right,
I
Dan,
liked
let's-
the this and this and this. No, the truck didn't have it.
I don't care.
Okay? Same rules apply.
let's get into music here and
Let's
wrap
do it.
things up, my friend. What have you been listening to?
Um, Justin Bieber just dropped an album apparently out of nowhere,
I just saw that. Yeah.
and it's called Swag, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Daisies is my favorite track so far. Need to give it a couple more listens through. And that song, it gives me like Leon Bridges vibes, which is that's my dude, kind of low key, chill, simple guitar, bass, almost a little jazzy, little toe tapping. But Justin Bieber, Biebs, going through some shit, seems like, and he just seemingly got in a recording studio, banged this all out, and he delivered Swag to us.
It's funny too, because I was recently thinking like he hasn't put music out in a while. I saw some clip of a different podcast and they were like, what's one song from like back in the day that you sing all the words to? And then they started playing One Time by Justin Bieber. I was like, God, like man, that song is
Yeah,
still so good, but when is he gonna put something else out? So
yeah,
all right,
and there you go, delivered.
gotta listen to it. Hot Mulligan put out a new song called Proto Theme. And I don't know. They had just released something a few weeks ago, so I just said this exact same thing, but I think we're part of the reason why they're so popular nowadays because we were on Hot Molly long before a lot of people were on Hot Molly. So
True.
enjoy and just real impressive.
There you go. There you go. Staying in the same category, Chris. Uh, these gentlemen have been, I'd call them royalty of pop punk at this point. You know what I mean? And maybe they've never really eclipsed to like Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco type of fame, but All Time Low
Mm.
have somehow continued to find a way to put out such great music and like still evolve while staying true to who they are. Like the songs don't sound the same. They don't. They're written so well. They got a new single out called The Weather, and I love it because it's like when you're seeing someone you haven't seen in a while and you don't know what to talk about. And he's like, I don't want to talk about the weather. Like I don't want to just go to that right. You talk about that with anybody that you're not that familiar with or comfort. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, it's been hot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like the
I don't
start
want to talk
of
about the weather.
like the start of every meeting at work on Zoom.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So all time low. Their newest single called "The Weather," new album is on the way. Tour, big time tour. They're touring with the Paradox. It's Mayday Parade, big time tour this fall too. So very excited for that.
Nice. My next one, also from pop punk royalty, Yellow Card put out another new
Yes.
song called "Take What You Want." I mean, they obviously have an album coming out. Um, they're an interesting one where you mentioned about like All Time Low maybe not ever being like the top of it, but
Yep.
being up there.
Yep.
Yellow Card, like I think most people view them as similar, but there was like a solid year and a half to 2 years after Ocean Avenue came out where like they
Hmm.
actually were probably more popular than Blink and
Yeah.
Newfound Glory and Fall Out Boy. Like they had a short run there where they were all over MTV, everywhere. And I think people forget that. But yeah,
Good
excited
point.
to have more music from Yellow Card.
Good point. Yeah, dude. I still Better Days still on repeat. Just phenomenal.
It's a great song.
Phenomenal song.
Yeah.
Phenomenal song. Okay, last one from me is from an artist I featured maybe once or twice, but it's probably been like at least a year or so. Chris, you love when I do this. Her name is Flower of Love, and it's all one word,
Like Flavor of Love, like
like
Flavor
flavor of
Flav.
love. Yes, but Flower of Love, one word, and the of is O-V. So Flower OVLOVE.
Naturally. Yeah.
Of course. I think her breakout hit, A Girl Like Me, was the one that I had put on the playlist a while back now. Her new song called New Friends is a bop. It is super duper catchy. Big time put it on repeat energy. There's this like great 80s keyboard melody behind these vocals. I mean, get on the train. Flower of Love. She's on her way. This is great.
All right. I'll try to get over the grammar and give it a listen.
Yeah.
My last one is another band from the past. But Cartel, they're continuing
Mm.
to promote their re-release, their re-recording of their Chroma album, and they put out Lucky Street just a few days ago. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, like I said this before when I think it was Honestly was the first one that they're not just like reproduce it like remastering the album. They're like actually
Mm.
re-recording the
Okay.
songs.
Yep.
And they're on tour and everything, so that's been fun.
Nice. Nice.
Well, that's what we're listening to, and
Yes.
we'll put it on a playlist at some point, and Dan will put the playlist up, and you can listen to it, and it's on Spotify, and you just look for the sounds of brunch.
Maybe that's how I should just start saying it from now on. It'll get updated at some point because that's pretty accurate nowadays.
There's always music on it.
Yes.
There's
There
always
is always 2 weeks of music there.
Yeah. If you
That's all you
search
need
for
to
the
know.
sounds of brunch, you will find a playlist with music.
Yeah. That's it. That's all you need to know.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, Dan?
I love the throwing back to nostalgia as we did today, Chris.
Mhm.
You were a little maybe critical of some of the prize ideas I had for Chuck's arcade, but like you see like 10,000 tickets, leaf blower, you're motivated. You're motivated.
I just,
Like, oh, we could use a new one.
even though it's practical, I just don't want I don't want to go there, Dan. I don't
Yeah.
want to I'm not going to
Traveling
Charles Practical Cheese. I don't
traveling monitor for when you're working on the road. You got just a travel pop-up monitor for your work from home.
Okay. This has been the brunch breakdown. Goodbye.
Bye.